The introduction of Scott was a major development of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage season one's two-part finale, but subtle details scattered through the two episodes hint at his role, potentially bringing forth a darker story than just a cheating plot in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage season 2. Georgie and Mandy's massive fight after Mandy's revelation that Scott was her boss also in Medford, and had been since she started covering as a weather girl, had to do with Mandy waiting months before telling Georgie, making it more difficult for Georgie to trust Mandy because of that intentional omission. First marriage season 1 unmistakably made Mandy's intention to build back her career her sole objective, after young Sheldon had already hinted at Mandy's attachment to her job being a point of contention with Georgie, who initially expected her to be a homemaker. This fight returning in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage season 1 highlights how Mandy clinging to her career as the only way forward might be one of the problems eventually causing her and Georgie's divorce. But Georgie and Mandy's first marriage season 1's finale sneakily introduced another threat to both Mandy's job and Mandy and Georgie's relationship. Scott dodging Mandy's fiancé question suggests his intentions aren't pure in first marriage season 1 finale. Scott's motive for promoting Mandy to Weekend isn't clear. The introduction of Scott, Mandy's ex-boyfriend who was already mentioned in Young Sheldon season 5, when Mandy was first introduced, in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage season 1's finale, took both Georgie and the audience by surprise, as his first appearance revealed how Mandy had already been interacting with him for months. While Mandy and Scott's interactions seemed professional enough in both episodes of the finale, the timing of Mandy's promotion to Weekend Weather Girl felt particularly odd. What happened right after Scott communicated the promotion to Mandy also suggested that Scott might have ulterior motives. Showing Mandy at work in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage season 1, episodes 21 and 22 inevitably displayed her skills, proving she was good at the job she wanted to succeed at and that she cared. This perfectly justified Mandy's promotion to full-time weather girl. At the same time, when Mandy asked Scott whether he had told his fiancée about their history, Scott weirdly evaded answering, proposing his fiancée being busy as the reason for him not telling her yet. This, coupled with Scott promoting Mandy to Weekend Weather Girl right after the first promotion, hints at Scott hiding something. Young Sheldon season 5 already established Scott's pattern of making his girlfriends weather girls. Georgie and Mandy's first meeting revealed Scott's MO in Young Sheldon season 5. Montana Jordan as Georgie Cooper and Emily Osment as Mandy McAllister in Young Sheldon season 5 episode 11-1. One of the first things Mandy told Georgie in Young Sheldon season 5, episode 11, was that she moved back to Medford after losing her job, highlighting how that happened after she broke up with the guy she worked for, who made his new girlfriend the new weather girl. Young Sheldon didn't focus too much on Mandy's comment, but Scott's introduction in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage season 1 inevitably brings that to mind, as Scott not only dated Mandy when he was her boss, but also his next girlfriend, establishing a pattern of making his girlfriends weather girls. Scott's insistence on checking whether Georgie was okay with him and Mandy working together paints him as someone who doesn't want to overstep, but at the same time, the timing of Mandy's promotions back-to-back is suspicious, and those developments, both initiated by Scott, effectively depict Scott as a good guy. Scott's evasiveness in discussing his fiancée also doesn't bode well, making wondering whether he might look to rekindle his relationship with Mandy a legitimate concern. This would simultaneously be a threat to Georgie and Mandy's relationship and Mandy's career, as it could coax her to appease Scott to protect it. Scott's true role in first marriage can make or break Georgie and Mandy's relationship. Scott's ill intentions can put Mandy in a terrible position with Georgie and Mandy's first marriage season 1's finale only implying there may be more to Scott's intentions. It's unknown what season 2 will bring. Still, if Scott's behavior were to be proven as just a facade, it would put Mandy in treacherous waters. Mandy's career is finally at a stage she approves of, and wanting to protect that might make her think that she could only do so by appeasing Scott. Indeed, first marriage season 1, episode 6 already clarified Mandy's opinion about cheating, making it unlikely she'd choose to do that to Georgie. Thanks for watching.